I always get asked what my Hypixel config is for Slinky, so I decided in this video I'll show it off a little bit and I'll release it at 50 likes. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. There's not much I really need to go over with this config, except maybe velocity and the keep sprint I'm using. So the velocity, once this anti-cheat fully rolls out, you're not going to be able to use normal velocity like ever again. So unless a disabler comes out for the new anti-cheat, you're not going to be able to use normal velocity again. So your second best option is going to be reduce or jump reset. I feel like I take a less KB with reduce still, so reduce is still your best option here. The next thing I actually want to go over on this config is the keep sprint and why it's at 100%. 100% keep sprint in itself is very blatant, especially to spectators and staff. But I feel like whenever you use 100% keep sprint, you're never really going to get banned for it on Hypixel, which in itself is very weird with the new anti-cheat. Because if you use anything under 100, or if you use anything over normal, then you're going to get flagged for it. Like if you use 61%, you're going to flag. If you use 99%, you're going to flag. You either use keep sprint at 100% or you don't use it at all. Literally every time I use Slinky, I use 100% keep sprint on Hypixel, even on my main. So yeah, you should be okay with 100% keep sprint anyway. I'm also using regular aim assist instead of silent because I prefer the legit feel of a legit config, if that makes sense. Silent aim will work on the new anti-cheat, obviously, from my last video. But as I said, I prefer the legit feel of a legit config, so that's why I'm using regular aim assist. And one reason why I actually use lower CPS and auto clicker, for Hypixel at least, is because I think on Hypixel, anything 16 CPS and above just doesn't register. I could be wrong. It could register obviously, but I don't think it registers as good as lower CPS. But yeah, that's why I use 15 CPS in the auto clicker. I don't use any randomization, and I obviously don't use exhaust for Hypixel. So yeah. The fuck is he doing? I'm sure you could use 20 CPS, but it just would not feel as good and smooth for the hit reg. So yeah. If I were you, I'd just stick to lower CPS like 15 or 14. This config might honestly be too blatant for legit cheating, but whatever, you can lower the settings if you want. Compared to my last video, I do consider this legit anyway. So yeah, obviously, I can't have a config without the auto block. My auto block is actually, these are my settings for auto block. The lag chance, the maximum duration is what helps me take no damage. So yeah, the lag range isn't that high, but the backtrack, you can definitely feel the backtrack, and it doesn't feel bad on lower settings like this. Typically on Hypixel you want lower backtrack instead of high backtrack. It's really just ping dependent, so yeah. I don't know what he's doing. This anti-cheat update is actually really good for clients like Slinky and Augustus because all the movement cheats are basically gone. Like I don't know if scaffold is going to be detected at all. I don't know anything. It should be detected probably. I know Killora might be safe, and I know B-Hop is going to be like completely gone. Unless there's a full disabler, I don't really see blatant clients being, you know, what they were. I see blatant cheating more as my last video now, especially for Hypixel and the new anti-cheat. I plan on making config videos for Driplight and Augustus. I don't know when. I just need to get around to doing it. But with a new anti-cheat update, it's giving me a lot of ideas for videos, and especially whenever it fully rolls out to like Bed Wars and stuff, I'll get around to playing Bed Wars as well. So yeah, with this video being over pretty much, the only thing I really have to say, even though Hypixel anti-cheat is updating, clients like Slinky, Augustus, Driplight, they should still be pretty good, especially with the right config. Like my last video, if you want a blatant cheat, just use that config whenever I release it. I don't know when, but yeah. This config will be perfectly fine for Slinky legit, and if you really want a blatant cheat, use the config from my last video. With that being said, thank you for watching, and goodbye.